Okay, so I just noticed the shape of this kingdom that we've kind of carved out for ourselves, other than the little piece down here, kind of looks like Australia a little bit. Okay, the lordship of God's Fort will henceforth be known as Bear Hall. I love it. That looks good. I was trying not to, like, Weird Al Yankovic and just, like, squeeze whatever pun I could out of it, but I actually like that name. And it sounds good, and it sounds like something that would actually, like, exist. I don't know if I can actually rename the castle. I have to look and see. Kingdom of Acorn's Ridge. High Lordship of the God's Eye. Yeah, it doesn't look like maybe I can. No, I can't. I don't know if I can rename that one. I'll have to see if I can figure that out. I probably should be able to figure it out, but... yeah, nothing has that logo on there. That's okay. I mean, I'm okay with the castle being named that. As long as the county has that name, I'm fine with that. It'd take a lot to improve. Whoa, wow, that's a lot of gold. So we need to start improving this castle. If it's going to be our home for generations, it needs to be improved. So once we have enough gold, probably 125, something like that, we'll begin the process of improving Bear Hall. Now this right here is the bigger question. The kingdom title, because I definitely don't want it to stay as Acorn's Ridge. So I need to come up with a good kingdom title. Something that's not maybe area specific, but maybe has a little bit of that flavor, because honestly, once we begin to expand, it's not going to make sense for us to have like Kingdom of the God's Eye or anything like that, because our goals are more ambitious than that. But it seems like if we... I don't know. I'll have to come up with a good name. So I'll see what I can think of, and if you have suggestions, leave them down in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think in terms of a name for our kingdom tier title, not just our castle. Okay, so one thing I noticed is that I decided I want to give Pink Maiden away and just make Bear Hall our holding. I don't want to spread us out too far, and so I think if I invite this guy to my court, even if I don't end up giving him Pink Maiden, he has a really high diplomacy skill and doesn't have like ambitious or anything. His only negative trait really is cynical, but I guess that boosts his intrigue, so it is what it is there. But if I invite him to court, he actually has a claim on Rayonet, which is right here. So eventually, if he's in our court, he actually stands a chance of either inheriting that and becoming a part of our kingdom, or we can press his claim against Rosby. So I am going to go ahead and invite him to court. And I haven't 100% decided on giving away Pink Maiden yet, but just because it's actually boosting our tax income, and I don't have any, like, I'm not really, like, spread thin by it, I guess. I need to check the opinions. That is an issue. Because I hold the high lordships, my vassals actually have negative opinion of me. Okay. So that's what I need to fix. I do need to get rid of Pink Maiden. And just deal with the nerf and the gold. So that's what I'll do. I'll give that guy coming in of House Holt Pink Maiden. Unless I can find a better character. Ooh. Wow. But he's a eunuch. Dang. That's kind of crazy. So there's this guy of House Ronwood that has a really high intrigue skill. I hesitate. I hesitate to give courtiers or vassals. I hesitate to even have vassals with a high intrigue skill, because I just know they're going to plot against me. This guy is quick, and he's a courtier. These guys are identical. That's crazy. So Ellard right here is quick. Let's invite him to court. And I think we'll give him Pink Maiden. We'll create a new house. I think that's important to do, is to have some diversity. Okay, here we go. Your Grace. Loyal servants such as I truly deserve some recognition and rewards from time to time. It is widely known that your huge holding of land and wow, I'm about to give these things away, and this guy approaches me. Perhaps you would consider granting this humble servant the High Lordship of Wayfarer's Rest. So right here, is that what the High Lordship is? So he's actually the Lord of Highheart. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll give him the High Lordship. And that actually should fix some of that. Awesome. Okay, so Ellard is here. I'm actually going to grant him the landed title, the Lordship of Pink Maiden. Yep. How did I remove him from there? I don't know. So I can set my crown focus in Bear Hall now, so that's good. And that becomes my capital. We can begin to work on improving that and making that better. So now we have Lord Ellard Brownhill of Pink Maiden, so that's fine. And we're actually going to award our friend right here, Lord Brian of House Shell. We're going to grant him the High Lordship of Acorn's Ridge. We're going to hold on to the High Lordship of the God's Eye. But that actually kind of helps sort out some of our stuff. Our borders actually look a lot better now. Lawleston is sworn to me directly. I'm going to actually transfer him under the High Lordship of Wayfarer's Rest. Wait, I'm doing that backwards. So this guy, transfer vassalage of Lawleston. Yep, cool. So that kind of helps out the border-wise right there. We need to fix our council now. Our council is kind of all over the place. So Hand of the King is going to be, yeah, right here. Samuel Brownhill. I'm excited about that. Advisor. Actually, let's choose a Lord Treasurer first. Alan Piper. Priest Kurth is fine. And then advisor, I'm thinking this guy. His only negative right now is the tyranny factor. But maybe I should choose this guy right here. Dickon Heddle. Is a peasant leader. I mean, maybe he has he has good ideas. I don't know. We'll add him in just to shake things up and see how things go there. So I need to have my Hand of the King oversee the realm. Train troops is right there. I'll have him train children. Collect taxes in Bear Hall. I don't need to be sabotaging province right there. I actually need to build the spy network. Let's see. I think Rosby is going to be our biggest issue because we have 2 claims on counties in Rosby. Perform charity in Bear Hall. That's fine. And actually, we'll send our Master of Laws to fabricate claims in Rosby. We'll see if we can work that out and manage to get a claim there and begin to expand a little bit. But yeah, let's start pressing forward with getting some money in and improving our holding here in Bear Hall. Oh, look. This guy changed his mind. To the Honorable Charmer Aegon. Blessings upon you and your house. I cannot, in good conscience, abandon my current liege to join your court. Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay, so it looks like this guy down here in Byford right here will accept our offer of vassalization. So we'll go ahead and do that and bring him into the fold. In the same way, I wonder if this guy in Hayford will. Yes, he will. Awesome. And then what about Bramsford? No. Okay. So nothing there. So we'll add those two counties into our kingdom. And then we may be able to start getting over here into into Stokeworth. Like right now we're far away because we're not like directly next to their county. But once we actually have those two, then we should be able to start doing that. And then this is called King's Landing, but it's Blackwater Bay. And this guy's of House Massey, so that he may actually like join into Farring's Cross. So we may actually just begin to expand down here with some of these independent, if they'll accept our offer of vassalization. And then currently, Peggleton's dealing with, they're actually part of the Reach. So the Reach actually extends up to here. They're just different color because the Reach is in war right now. Okay, and so is the Stormlands. The Rock still stands united right here under King Timor Lannister, who is stressed and wounded. Nice. His heir, though, right here. All right, so we need to, what I really need to start doing, I need to look at making some marriage alliances, because we have a daughter and a son. Our son is willful. That's awesome. So we need to look and see what we can start to do in terms of gaining some alliances in the near area. Okay, so it's started to rain. You can hear it in the room that I'm in, so please just ignore that for a second. While we bring in those two and while we consider who we want to marry into, I'm trying to figure out what to do about this county right here of Mossborough. This guy's a formidable fighter, and I don't have a problem with him being Andal, I guess. There's not really an issue there. And he actually likes me. The only reason he won't accept my offer of vassalization is because of foreign power, not a de jure liege, false religion, all that kind of stuff. But he doesn't actually dislike me. And so I think if I'm very careful about it, he has army levies of 6,500 basically, and most of them are event spawned. His county is actually very low, and the garrison in Mossborough is very low as well, 688. And so we should actually be able to assault the holding. I can force him into vassalization because he's independent. The problem is getting my army organized to the point where we have enough men all in one area to be able to attack. And I don't know, I don't want him to get too ambitious. I mean, he's surrounded by major kingdoms that he can't compete with. The Reach being one, the Rock being the other, and myself being kind of wrapped around him on his eastern front. So I wouldn't chance him like trying to expand on his own. But he's never going to accept an offer of vassalization. It's going to take me actually like going in and taking it from him in order to make it work. So he actually has 2 daughters, though. So this is the issue. Do I marry into the family, or do I seek a more powerful ally? Because that's going to be the most important thing. One, we'll start to mix Andals into the blood of the first men. So I don't know that I want to do that. I don't really have an opinion one way or another, I guess. But do I want to waste the marriage offer for my son on that, or do I want to find a better alliance going forward, like the Shadow Kings over here in Duskendale? That's the biggest question: is do I want to risk, or do I want to go forward with it? So yeah, let me know what you think. We're gonna begin to press forward. I'm gonna find an alliance for my son There we go. Byford has accepted, and so has Hayford. What about Bramsford? Yes, they will. Good. Okay, so we'll keep on going with that. Awesome. My wife is pregnant. That is good. Wow. So the King of Rosby now has a strong claim on Bear Hall. Fine. I'm fabricating a claim on his kingdom too, so I guess it's kind of goes with the territory. Will the Lord of Stokeworth accept my offer of vassalization? Yes, he will. What about the Lord here? Yes, he will. Faring's Cross. Yes, he will. Awesome. So we just keep on expanding southward. These guys swearing fealty to us. That's good. Dalston Keep. Yes. Langward Hall. Yes. Adadale. Yes. Greenwood won't. Woodmere's part of the Stormlands, so they won't. There we go. Greensward will not now, and it's because they're Andal. So they fell. That's weird. So he's of the house Fist of the First Men, but he's Andal. That's weird. Okay. So this is where we're at. We have a kingdom that kind of juts down into the heart of Westeros. We actually have an outlet for the sea now, if we wanted to begin to expand that way. So Dragonstone is actually Valyrian at the moment. SOC Valyrian. All of these should still be First Men, though. They are. Cool. Other than the ones that have lost to the Andals. I think... See, we're able to raise 12,000 men, mostly from our vassals, to be able to combat this guy here in Mossborough. The problem is going to be, like, yes, we have twice as many men as him, but our forces are divided, and that's part of the issue. It's because he has that county right there that our forces are divided. So I really need to consider, and I really need to look and make sure I'm prepared before we step into battle. In the meantime, though, we've got to find an alliance and marry off my daughter. Okay, so I think I found a good match for my daughter, at least for the time being. We'll figure out what to do about Mossborough here in a little bit. But in terms of forming a good marriage alliance with my daughter, the Storm King right here is of Tudbury Hall. And... definitely about to lose this war for King Eric, I guess is how you pronounce that. Eric Durandon has 97% or 93% war score, and he has a son. His firstborn son is unmarried and is also strong, and so that's a good congenital trait to kind of keep in the family. And so I'm going to arrange a betrothal. Hopefully they'll accept. Yes, they will. Fantastic. Definitely won't accept the matrilineal. Oh, they will. Wow. What? We're doing it. It'll probably turn around and they won't accept it in the future. I don't know, but I have to try it. I have to. Then our dynasty will sit on the seat in the Stormlands. That's crazy. Maybe it'll come back and they'll reject it, and then we'll have to do a regular one, but let's see. Ha! To the vivacious King Aegon, may you live in harmony and contentment. I have decided to accept your suggestion of a matrilineal betrothal between Princess Kyra and Prince Durin. Oh, that feels good.